Welcome back. I clicked the wrong button. Let's try this again, shall we? First time here. Welcome back. Let's play some 10-minute games here on Shogi Wars. One game is like a devil. What's a lost game like? Let's find out. Good luck. Alright. I've had not the greatest success with this as Gota, but we're doing it anyway. Maybe we'll learn something today. But isn't that always the mantra? I was just watching a lecture. It was about the duck shape of all things. Whose channel was it on? How do you read? There's a channel that I've promoted through YouTube before. Today they had a 4-Dan Pro on. I think one of the channel hosts is Hajime. I'm so bad with names. I need to improve at this. Anyway, it was fun seeing like people's expertise with this, the duck shape, and what you could do against it. Do I remember this correctly, or have I forgotten? If this pawn advances, I can push my bishop out, which looks a bit fun. But I guess they could just move this rook, and suddenly my bishop move doesn't have the same meaning. I don't understand. I'm gonna get crushed. But hopefully I can learn something. Not just trivial, but something meaningful from this. The other day I was facing a 3-Dan who was down on their luck. And I was able to capitalize on that. I can't wager that every game's going to be like this, but if enough of them are, then we promote, right? That's how a rank system works. So the king is tucking in over here. I attack. There's no reason to delay this as far as I can tell. What's this about? Do I just take here? If the opponent pushes this pawn, again, I have the same response to it. Bishop out. Alright. That's pretty smart. Okay. This is awkward. If silver takes, I'm doing pretty great, but silver's not going to take, but this is still okay, right? Silver does take. Okay. I have surprised my opponent. Hooray. And bishop takes silver is not available. Yeah, so we get this instead. Ain't that fancy. I guess I'll capture. And back I go. Okay, there is a point to this. I don't know. Huh. Well, either way, my opponent does get my gold general, so I might as well get 2 for 1. It's the best deal I'm going to get here. It's an okay deal.
7分。
This is just teasing, isn't it? But if the opponent takes this, I have bishop drop and I get a lance. So it's not clear what the opponent can do here. Actually, there's a different move order, isn't there? If I really want the lance, there's a different move order. Not sure how much I want that lance. Wait, you start the attack with a pawn sacrifice. No, it's not correct here. How greedy should I be? Yeah, let's go with the first move I saw. They have gold drop and it's scary, but this is probably correct. And then I should bear all my forces on this side of the board, and hopefully things will work out. Talk about optimism. Oh, that's smart. At least it looks smart. My rook's hanging, so I'll move my rook. My rook's hanging again, so I'll move my rook again. I seem to have struck a nerve with my opponent. Oops, well, that's tragic. That is tragic. Because otherwise I'd be threatening mate in 1. They'd have to take it. Maybe they still should take it, but it's not forced here. This is part of my plan regardless. So the square is a bit of a soft spot. I can pummel. I have two more pawns I can repeat this tactic with. I could maybe also drop a pawn there instead. Am I losing this point? Maybe.
5分、
Hmm. This is not meeting my expectations. Well, fine. I'll find some other path. And this is why one game is like a devil. Okay, I'll activate my rook. We'll play a naive simpleton here. I am attacking the knight, and in attacking the knight, there's stuff that comes with that. This I'd not fully... Oh, they're threatening mate in 1. Okay, yeah, I do need to resolve that. Not fully decided how I want to handle that. Looks like now I'm going to have to make a decision. I could capture my bishop, but I've got some firepower over here. I could bishop drop here, and I don't know what's happening. But maybe it's okay. Well, no, my bishop controls this. I luck out. Um, hmm. What a wild position. Hmm. Okay, if I get mated on the next move, that's not so good. I need to take here. There's no other way. What a mess. Okay. Huh?
3分、
Oh, let's make... No, yeah. Oh well. Oops. Well, that was fun. Thanks for the game. 1 down, 2 to go. This is why you play normal castles. Good luck. In fairness, playing a lopsided strategy against a higher ranked opponent can be a recipe for getting fun positions. But let's also note that you're not going to win those endgames. So what are you doing? If your goal is to have an adventure and you don't really strongly care about the outcome, by all means, play the craziest moves you can find. Yeah, I'm sure. Let's use that word. I'm not going to win that. It's a winning endgame that I'll never win. So, like, I don't think the word means as much when there's a huge skill issue. I guess that's my point. It's like, there's. You can get a pretty severely advantageous position, but if it's a position you'll never understand, then, like, what are you doing? Try to get positions you understand. I should attack on the bishop's file. This knight move is a mistake. Yeah. Doesn't... I don't know. Huh. Wait. I have to take this. Oh, shit. Bishop drop on the diagonal, and I don't have a good counter. Yeah. Uh-oh. So... This is a more normal shape. I just don't know it. Man, my attack is so slow. I could... Jesus, what can I do here? No, I think this is possible. Hashtag this is fine. Probably not. There, I've closed the diagonal and closed the file with one pawn. I'm a genius. Had all that planned from the beginning. Never in doubt. And now I win the knight. Or something. Well, I've been trying to attack over here. It's slow. And if I push this, I lose my knight, so let's maybe not do that. Let's scare him a bit and hit his rook. Buddy, you're supposed to panic when I play moves like that. It's no fun. Play reasonable replies. Where's the panic? Can I smell the panic? I've got him thinking. Maybe he is panicking, I don't know. A knight drop would be kind of cool. I have a way to get a knight, but they're going to plug this before I can orchestrate that. On the other hand, like, kind of quashed their attack. Um, that's beautiful. You can keep your rook this time. If they back up the rook, they might threaten a pawn drop and or here or there. But it's so slow. What does it do? Regardless, I was going to say retreating the bishop, protecting my castle, trying to win the knight. It's not the worst use of
7
time.
分
It's definitely not entirely about setting up a cheapo, though that's most of the intention here. So there's this fork. All right. Oh, I see. Yeah, that blunts my defense. So I'll reinforce my defense. So I can continue lining up this cheapo. If rook takes, I just win the bishop. Alright, bishop takes is played instead. But that... I don't know about... Well... What's going on here? What's going on? Do I just take this pawn? It's so slow. Alright, I'll take the pawn. This renews the threat to take the bishop. They might drop a silver way out here, and I could scoot the rook over here. Alright, I guess I'll take that. That looks pretty cool. Um... Hmm.
5分
Let's just run. This can't be entirely bad. They can win my rook, actually. As long as I can checkmate them, it's fine. Oh, shit. I missed bishop drop. Bishop drop is one move faster. Okay, you guys all pretend I saw bishop drop, right?
$3分
Do I not have mate here? Me and my army of everything? It's just not fair.
$2分30秒
I'm so blind. Pio's gonna say I had chances this game too. Thanks for everything, Pio. Well, they have one goal, not two. Maybe I have a chance still. With two golds, it's just rook, gold, gold, but they have one gold. Well, today's proverb is that one game is like a devil. I guess charitably one could take that as details matter.
2分
Okay, this is crazy.
$1分30秒
I don't see a mate. They can drop a gold down here. And yeah, I win one gold, but what good is it? Thanks for the game. I guess they didn't have an attack. My bishop could be used to defend my castle. I was not optimistic about that. 2 down, 1 to go. Good luck. Alright, let's just play Central Vowel Rook. That's never betrayed us. There. I've built a castle. This is a completely, totally normal game of Shogi. Where I didn't play anything too crazy. And immediately get myself in trouble in the opening. That's fun. Why would you put the knight there? Well, okay. I'm in trouble. Wait, hang on. My opponent's giving me a second for me to figure out my shape. Um, am I really bringing the rook over? Do I not have a better idea? Okay, then. I guess there's always the left edge file. I remember when I used to find these positions novel and exciting. I still get novel positions, but where's my attack? The funny bit is they could play Subway Rook here, maybe. Is this silver gonna move? I expect it will. Because I've done that before. There's one small weakness. So if I take... No, I don't need to do crazy shit here. I can just go back. Let's go all the way back. Knight, knight, silver... Wait, if we exchange knights and then I drop a knight, tactics happen. Rook takes... that's no fun. How much fun do I want to have here? If I take here and then I drop 2 pawns, my attack dies. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. So I block the rook. I block the rook a second time, And this time it sticks, thanks to this bishop. I thought I had more to
7分
this than I have. Whatever. Good enough. It was not good enough. And he knew it. Alright, so how do I pretend that this was a victory? How do I pretend that this was a victory? I need some kind of attack to continue. But every attack I'm looking at here fizzles out instantly. I could move the gold forward. No, there's a fork. I can't... No. I can't leave my pieces hanging at the end of an attack.
,5 分
Oh, okay, I see. My eyes kept being drawn back toward this, and I could not find a way to make a real attack out of this. But there is a path. Yeah. Here's the path. And the silver's loose, which is why I was super hesitant to try this. However, I can exchange rooks and attack on the castle's head. And this is something. It's not nothing. Might not be very much, but it is something. It might be a lot, for all I know. How do we deal with that? Oh, right. Let's defend this gold. And hit the head of the castle. Tempo can be valuable. Even a single tempo. There's probably some smarter way to do all this, but I didn't see it. Hope I didn't. Oh, did I miss mate in 1? Maybe. Whatever. We'll find a mate here somewhere. How many mate in 1s am I going to miss on the way here? Thanks for game. Alright. Well, all's well that ends well. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.